Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmonies rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, welcome back to more Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmony. Last time around, we suspected Kurumi as the killer. She wasn't my first pick, but I mean, as time goes on, apparently she became my second, mainly because I watched Lukachin, and she thought of her. So I was like, okay. Well, this guy's showing us how a rope tied to the window frame. He said.
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage.
But the weight.
The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Jeez.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
She's not done yet.
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that. Because I must do this for everyone! I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where's this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So what does she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kurumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again. Hey, Kurumi, what exactly is this? Oh.
Everyone you're talking about? I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here? Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Oh, okay.
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Ooh.
Sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Okay.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about.
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede.
Oh, girl. You only pull that card if you really have to. And if you're really innocent, if you're guilty, no one's going to be happy about that.
All of us to escape together. Fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Is she playing off your emotions, though?
For the best. She always treated us so well.
But was that an act?
She really is like a mom.
Not yours.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
That's a possibility.
You really are screwed up. from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis.
Yep, that's what I was worried about.
How Himiko but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible. We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Oh, shoot. Hey Siri, set a timer for 35 minutes.
Your timer is set for 35 minutes.
Alright.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth.
Okay.
I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit?
The black fabric. She's wearing a black dress.
But there is no evidence to indicate that I am.
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
No one else is wearing that.
We determined that the rope weight was used to move the body.
Mm-hmm.
If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift rope weight, then the final clue falls into place.
That piece of cloth that was in the pool.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
And she's
I'm
good.
doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
Boy.
All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No doubts, I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. It was that piece of cloth. Just a little piece of cloth.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're
If we go to her dresses, will we find one that's torn?
It's been
Bothering me for a while.
I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, but that would have burned their hands. Unless they had fabric. She's wearing gloves!
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic? There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
I'll make it all clear now. Wow, look at her.
You are incorrect.
Oh,
What is this truth?
wait.
It's just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What
Oh,
is
I
this
see.
truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
I get quiet just because I'm trying to focus and concentrate on this, so. Oh,
Everyone
it.
might die. In this class trial, everyone's life
Okay,
is
I don't
at
know if that
stake.
one happened.
Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die. In this class trial, I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems
I don't know how I'm doing this wrong.
you do not have any evidence,
Ugh.
only providing us with speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it.
Okay.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence.
I do. Just give me a second.
Speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning.
Final blow.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Let's see. Key Rumi's gloves.
It ends here.
I was expecting that.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Mm-hmm.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn.
Yep.
But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
She's the only one wearing gloves. Well, she's not the only one,
But
but
had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and
It fell into pool?
mm-hmm.
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now.
Yeah, we figured that out from Himiko earlier.
Here, by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi,
Mm-hmm.
will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
What's wrong?
Your back's against the wall. In the end, I'm just like them, scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed, but Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking, kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the
I
truth.
will show you the truth. Alright, closing argument. Okay. This is the evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. Oh. Okay. What was used as a partition in the piranha tank? Thin long item the culprit took from the gym. Is it the rope? Okay. Gym's window, frame, and rope. Okay, this is. Where in the gym was the rope tied? Okay. For the murder, what was put on the victim's wrist? Okay. What was taken from the pool? What was used to transport the body away via ropeway? Okay. Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Where was the body carried to? The piranha's tank. Okay, let's go back to the beginning again. Evidence that metal that the piranhas did not eat. Okay. Hang the inner tube. Okay. We did it.
This is the truth of the case. The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act.
Yeah.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
They were very careful about it.
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym.
That's why she's so mad at him in case he saw
Used the
anything.
ladder once more,
She's questioning
this
him like
time to
crazy.
Climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
So for this one, it's more like who could have prepared it than who could have anything else.
At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Mm-hmm. They had to catch the jump on him.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists.
Mm-hmm.
And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
Why is she biting on something?
From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed.
Poor Ryoma. I liked him a lot.
Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun.
Mm-hmm.
They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut. Then tied
Sorry,
it
this
to
is
the
taking
latch
a while.
frame.
Yep.
And thus, the gym and the lab windows
He's talking
were
really
connected
slowly.
by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
The fabric in the tube.
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym.
Mm-hmm.
With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank.
It's very convoluted.
Not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake.
I'm kind of amazed the inner tube wasn't attached to the rope in some way.
The inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence: the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
I mean, they didn't try to like use something that was there to try to like fish it out. I mean, if I had been in that circumstance, I would have fished it out. You know, find anything and everything.
That's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid? Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why?
Use your own gloves, though. The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
Yep.
So, it's decided.
But why?
Was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodum, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Like there's only like him and the 4 cubs. Alright, cast your vote. Kaede, Rantaro, Ryoma. Dude, I'm gonna miss her. Jeez. Alright.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
If you vote wrong, like, if you vote someone else, like, does it really matter, or does everyone follow you still? One for me! It's funny.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Verdict. Hooray! Class trial. All rise. Yay! I got A's and everything. That's not irritating. That's not. It's like ah, my ears. Kurumi, why?
Oh my!
You all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The Blackened who killed Ryoma Hayoshi is Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Yay! Bravo! Bravo! Phew, thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again. There's nothing good about this at all. Why? Why did it have to be Kurumi?
Yeah.
Truly, the result was unexpected.
Wait,
How can you be so calm about it? But Gonta no can believe it. Kurumi was so helpful for everyone. Sam Kurumi is also culprit?
yoo-hoo!
Hey, how long have you been lying to us? Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom? She was never your mom. Hey, Kurumi, tell me why. You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings always have been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forest we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans.
No way!
If is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice. Shut up! Shut up! Enough with the commentary already.
Say,
Well, Kurumi, were your feelings towards us simply all another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be saying it, so that was just another lie too?
No.
I don't think so. I still believe Kurumi cares about this. And how would you know? I can't say for certain, but I sense that the trial has been agonizing for her. You can't say for certain, That is what a detective would say. Kurumi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kurumi watched hers after all. Earlier, Kurumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video. She always fulfills a request. Oh, somebody asked her to come home, whatever the cost.
What's wrong? I do not agree.
Not that I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you'll regret what you've just done.
Damn.
Spit already. Otherwise, we can't accept this outcome. Please, Kurumi, tell us. I care a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please.
Understood.
Very well. If you are also desperate to know, I will consider this final request and tell you everything. You realize that you better just tell us the truth, please and thank you. Yes, I understand.
That is correct.
Well, your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch that video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, Professor, which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would one raising their hand need to close their eyes? That would be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. Huh? If you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video? Perhaps Kurumi received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she had her own motive video from the start? Correct. No one had my motive video but me. The video's intended recipient. I have no idea why. That's not possible. Monokuma, what the hell's going on? You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched, what does that mean exactly? And don't play dumb, you're the one who switched up all the motive videos. No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you come screwed up again? Supposed to.
Dumbass.
It's all Monofi's fault. She passed them without checking the names. I didn't know Montero checked the names too. Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out my videos. It was all my fault. What? I apologize. I should have been more careful. No, Montero, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. Ah, it seems I misunderstood. I completely forgot the plan all along was to redistribute the videos. Daddy. It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Father! Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap? You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause you much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation. I see that Monokuma merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video is nothing more than bad luck.
I see.
So you just watched without knowing why it was given to you? What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything. I'll tell you the truth entirely, but I doubt that everyone will believe it. If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together? Yes, it'd be much better. Let's hear before Daddy gets bored again. How thorough of you. I suppose it's better this way. Perhaps the truth would be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kurumi had spoken, the Monaco's began playing the video. Alright, popular man, it's time for a motive video!
Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. he asked Kirumi to
Make this country great again.
and transferred all his authority to her. No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country.
Oh.
And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill.
Oh,
She is
jeez.
driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
Oh no. It can't be. What the hell? The Prime Minister? Everything you saw is true. I only remembered it upon watching that video. Remembered.
Wait!
Please hold on. That video is true? That's ridiculous. There's no way Kirumi is really the Prime Minister. No, it's the truth. I, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me are citizens of this country. I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation.
I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the crap out of me because this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump. So let's see, Kirumi was a real Prime Minister running the country behind the scenes. How could you seriously believe that a high schooler could be a Prime Minister? I don't think it's odd the ultimate level of talent could be that powerful. I mean, keep all his talents and pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot. How rude! I am not pretending, I'm still learning. I see, well, good luck, I guess. I was aware of Kurumi's impressive talents as Prime Minister. Then Kurumi is a Prime Minister. She hold burden of country's future? The motivated side of Kurumi doesn't seem like she'd lie something about that. Hey, I get that Kurumi is really important, but what about the unprecedented crisis? I don't know exactly. Why can't I remember? With our memories lost. Wait, isn't this just like the ultimate hunt? Perhaps it's connected to the ultimate hunt. The ultimate hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation. If that's true, how are they connected? What is the ultimate hunt anyway? What's happening to the nation while I'm here inside the end wall? That is why I needed to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life were safe. Because I am duty and honor bound to protect every citizen of this nation.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape.
If so...
So you weighed the lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those were the options, of course pick everyone outside. There's just too many lives at stake out there. And we just stopped Kurumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live. What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kurumi is dead, does that mean we pretty much destroy the country? What do we do? Say what Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity. You know how many people live in the country? Like 100 million easily! No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really... Oh boy, he could do it too. I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. Nothing's beyond your power. What kind of arrogant, ridiculous... That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring the entire disaster to the country.
What are you trying
What's
to
so
pull?
funny? You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tell lies? Hey, cut it out. This is serious. How long are you gonna keep talking like that, Kurumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would have been a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
Right, she killed him because he was the only person that didn't have a will to live. But he wouldn't have wanted to die like that. Oh, that's right, we didn't know he motive to kill. Why'd you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was easy to kill. Easy to kill. Ryoma not weak. He even used the Shuichi method that even Ganta could no catch. His physical strength is irrelevant. He did not have a reason to live. She picked him for that reason. Without that, he became the weakest among us. What? I took advantage of his weakness and I killed him. What do you mean? I told him I had urgent matters to discuss with me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There I revealed my voting video, and afterward I told him I am responsible for the life of every citizen in this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded, so you got a reason to survive? That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. You got something to live for. It means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he'd clean up the tennis balls lying around. And then he turned his back toward me. At that moment, he offered himself up.
A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew.
Yep. He already knew it was coming. Just like we did. Hey, we're going to call that good for the episode. I know we're nearing the end of the class trial. I know, but I don't know how many more lines there are going to be. So next episode, we're going to start right here. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, it all really helps. And next time around, we will finish off with Kurumi and Ryoma. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. See ya!